The Manifold Voice of the People, the Song of the Faithful Chunhyang. Translated from French. The title must be taken literally. The Song of Chunhyang
춘향가
is, first and foremost, a song. To grasp its essence, close your eyes and imagine a bare stage, occupied by a singer with a fan and a drummer. This duo alone suffices to embody
판소리
that authentically Korean art form which Serge Kagansky situates at the crossroads of theatre, opera, performance, gospel, and the two-man show. The drum resounds and the raspy voice takes flight, punctuated by the fan that opens and snaps shut with a crisp click that sets the rhythm. Carried away, the audience responds in unison, like a Baptist choir, in an intense communion verging on trance. Born thus upon the stage, this lyrical song became narrative and traveled, born by oral tradition. Over the centuries, a myriad of anonymous authors enriched it, incorporating other tales of royal inspectors and forbidden loves. From this living matter eventually settled, layer upon layer, fixed texts, authoritative literary editions, the most famous of which are the Tale of Chunhyang,
춘향전
or
경판
edition, and the Song of the Faithful Chunhyang,
연료 춘향 수절가
or
완판
edition. The Springtime Idyll. The plot tells of the love between Chunhyang, fragrant spring, daughter of a former courtesan, and Mont, dragon dream, son of a noble governor, in Namwon, in Jeolla province. Just as the flowers begin to bloom, the young scholar abandons his father's library to stroll in the open air. There, he catches sight of Chunhyang swinging on a swing. This first encounter is painted with the delicacy of the finest prints. She grasped the rope with her delicate hands, stepped onto the board, and took flight. The leaves of the trees accompanied her back and forth. The red of her skirt made a joyful splash against the surrounding greenery. Seen from the front, she was the swallow diving to catch mid-flight a peach blossom petal drifting toward the ground. From behind, she seemed a multicolored butterfly flying off in search of its mate. Love, sudden and immediate, drives the young nobleman to defy convention. He goes to her home by night. Once across the threshold of her chamber, this daughter of the people proves herself no less educated and refined than he. The eye wanders over poems in her hand hung above her writing table, over calligraphies, paintings. It is in this setting that the lovers exchange their vows, sealing a union they still keep secret, separated as they are by birth and fortune. The Trial of Constancy. In the meantime, Mont father is recalled to Hanyang, Seoul. The young man must follow him to complete his studies and sit for the Mandarin examinations. He leaves behind a devoted and faithful wife who, a new Penelope awaiting her Odysseus' return, swears to honor a vow 1,000 times more precious than gold, 1,000 times more beautiful than jade. The drama unfolds with the arrival of a successor to the governorship, Byung-hak-do, a lustful and brutal man. Having heard of Chunhyang's beauty, he demands that she enter his service. The roll call of the
기생
possesses a Rabelaisian earthiness, where evocative names parade by, such as Miss Mysterious Mist, Apricot Blossom, or River Fairy. Only Chunhyang is absent. Dragged before the tyrant, she dares to stand up to him, arguing that a virtuous woman cannot serve two husbands, even if she be of low extraction. Do virtue and fidelity have anything to do with social rank? For this insolence, she suffers torture. Each lash of the whip that falls upon her becomes the occasion for a song of resistance, a painful litany in which she reaffirms her loyalty. Even if I am killed 10,000 times, she proclaims, the love that dwells in my heart, the love that binds the 6,000 joints of my body, that love will not change. I shall say nothing of the denouement, except that it is a happy one. The triumph of hearts over the rigors of arbitrary power. The Song of the Faithful Chunhyang embraces the entire social scale of the Ancien regime, from the highest for Mont to the lowest for Chunhyang. Its success lies in the fact that it dared to speak aloud of love in this land, where young hearts suffocated under authority, and where marriage, a matter of reason, was handled coldly without their having any say. This intimate claim is coupled with a political denunciation of the abuses and corruption that prevailed among the rulers. I confess that the narrative sometimes suffers from the various editions it has inspired. The
Bulletin critique du livre en français.
Critical Bulletin of French Books notes some inconsistencies, clumsy justifications, naivety and sentimentality. Yet, Like a seashell that captures the murmur of the ocean, it preserves, beneath all this, a whisper and something like a vast, muffled hum, the great infinite and manifold voice of the poets of the people singing all around. Their vibrant souls, their good and pure feelings have carried this work through the centuries. They enliven it still today, during the great Namwon festival, where the finest
명창,
master singers compete. Lee Mi-Kyung reports that some of them practice with such ardor in order to give their voice the perfection of expressiveness, that they even spit blood. Far from vain, their sacrifice is greeted by the audience, who rise to applaud, tears in their eyes, and these tears of contemporary spectators are as moving as the tribulations and reunions of the fictional lovers.